This is about my 5th attempt to make this video, but it's going to be worth it. This one is the good old college try. This video is all about learning how to wash the clothes you get from the thrift store. So if you want to learn that, stick around. I know many people don't like to go thrift store shopping because of the impressions of being grossed out with buying second-hand clothing, but have no fear, I've found many great wardrobe pieces that I have just from going to a thrift store or consignment store, but mostly thrift store, and getting them at a bargain of a steal. I have below the link to the blog post that I've made on how to shop at thrift stores, so I give you my best tips there. But not to digress, I have a bag full of clothing, and here's another link below if you want to see the goodies I got in this bag from a recent thrift store haul. Then click there for that. Back to why I love going thrift store shopping. I find it's like a treasure hunt, and I find great item pieces to add to my wardrobe. And in fact, that's my favorite kind of shopping these days, is just to wait to the 50% off sale at my local Value Village and go digging and hunting and adding really unique pieces to my wardrobe. And you can even find things that are on trend for the current season at thrift stores. Now I have a simple 5-step process for how you can wash your clothes that you get from a thrift store or a garage sale or a consignment store. Secondhand clothing, this is how you should wash them. Before I go into my steps, I want to warn you that this is very simple, and everything needed for this video is right in your very own laundry room. You don't have to buy special ingredients, special products. Any of that is out the door. I know other sites recommend things using like special soaps and vinegar and baking soda, which those items you still have in your household, but I guarantee you, if you follow my steps, you won't need any of those extra things, and it will be boop, boop, easy as that. Like I said, for the most part, the items that you already have in your laundry room will work. Step number 1, remove the tags. The second part of step 1, let's call it 1B, is to read the manufacturer's instructions on how to wash. This one says dry clean only. Now here's my tip for that. For fabrics that you're familiar with, go with it. For example, this is just rayon, and I know how to wash rayon, so I'm not going to send it to the dry cleaner. I'm just going to throw it into my thrift store wash cycle. But I do caution you that for fabrics that you are not familiar with, you might want to go ahead and get them professionally cleaned, because I've had instances where a great piece that I brought home just got messed up because I just didn't know how to take care of it. And those things could be suede, leather, even wool. But again, if you are familiar with how to wash it on your own, at home, or at the laundromat, then I say go for it. After all, if you do mess it up, it was just a buck or two that you got from the thrift store. But hey, you got it because you liked it and you want to add it to your wardrobe. So bump, 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 balance it out and use your very good old common sense. The second thing is you want to pre-treat stains. Now, when you're hunting at thrift stores for items that might go into your closet, check them out in the first place for stains, and if there's anything that you think is not manageable, I wouldn't suggest to buy it in the first place. But if it's just a little mark here and there, pre-treat them as usual. Let it soak for 10 or 20 minutes before you put it into the wash cycle. And a good way to time save is to do that while you're removing the tags. Step number 3, I like to turn my clothing inside out, and that is to prevent any dyes from spilling in the wash. Now I do that anyways with my regular washes, but with these new pieces that you're adding into the wash cycle that you may not be familiar with, just turn the clothing pieces inside out, and if there is any dye leakage during the wash cycle, it will be on the wrong side and hopefully doesn't seep through the right side. But as a precaution anyways, I like to use these Stain Be Gone sheets. You stick them in the wash machine and they soak up all the extra dyes floating around anyways. Now, when I first started buying clothes at thrift stores, I would wash them 3 times. Now I'm basically down to 1 time. All you really need to do is do the strongest wash cycle on your washing machine, and I don't need to tell you how to do that. In fact, if you don't know how to do that, I suggest you use your owner's manual for your washer and dryer. But besides that, turn it on to the biggest load and to the strongest cycle, and if there is something that smells a little funky or anything, then put it in the soak cycle for about 20 minutes and then turn on the regular wash cycle. So if you're really skeptical, you can send it through the wash 2 times, but really I'm down to 1 cycle, the strongest cycle, and if there is extra stains or extra smells, then let it soak for about 20 minutes. And then number 5, dry as normal. For delicates, hang dry them. And I don't need to tell you how to dry, do I? And then voila, you're ready to add these items to your wardrobe. I know they're very simple instructions, but this was one of my most requested videos because people are still skeptical to go secondhand clothing shopping and adding pieces to their wardrobe, and I think you're really missing out. So it's really just washing the clothes at home and doing a little bit more thorough job. Oh, one more tip: if you need to bleach, then go ahead and bleach your whites only, unless you have color safe bleach. So it's just basic washing instructions. And again, thank you for this request, and tell me below what you think about it. Thumbs up if you like it, and for more information on my DIY tutorials and fashion tips that come to you weekly, including giveaways, go to daily-affair.com. Me and a bunch of other contributors from all across the country put our best stuff right there.